Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to our podcast today. These podcasts are brought to you in part by our sponsors, who really truly are what make these podcasts possible every week. O'Fallon Nutrition is a company that I've worked with for over 15 years. They're independently owned and operated, located here in O'Fallon, Missouri, right off of Highway K and Mexico Road. I call this place the Whole Foods of St. Charles County, but even if you are not located on this side of the river, it is still worth the drive. I can remember working all the way down at Powerhouse and still sending people out to O'Fallon Nutrition for their supplements. They are more than a supplement company. You can get grass-fed beef, salad dressing, seasoning for your cooking, hair care products, makeup, deodorant, toothpaste, essential oils, and all the vitamins and minerals that you can think of. If you're looking for clean, whole food nutrition, as well as home care, house care, skincare products, O'Fallon Nutrition is your place. You can take a look at them at o'fallonnutrition.com, or if you'd like to have something shipped, if you're listening to me from outside of St. Louis, you can certainly have items shipped. I know they do free shipping if it's an order over $50, and the phone number is 636-240-5283. Again, it's o'fallonnutrition.com. As well as if preparing your food on a weekly basis is your primary excuse for why you're not able to stay on a good, clean eating program, which is something that I hear very regularly from my clients, I would ask you to please take the time to check out Pure Plates. It's pureplatesstl.com. They are a phenomenal place. We get our food from there during the week. They deliver to our Integrity location. They will deliver to your house. They also are just available for pickup. You can go to their Chesterfield location or their Kirkwood location and just pick up meals for the day, as well as just having them delivered right to your door. So if preparing your food is your main excuse for why you cannot stay on a healthy eating program, then I would suggest just stop by Pure Plates. Just try it. If you're trying to lower your blood pressure, you're trying to lower your cholesterol, you're trying to get your blood sugar down, try to do Pure Plates meals for a week and just see how different you feel. These are organic meals. They are gluten-free. If you need them to be, they can be dairy-free. They are soy-free. You're not taking any processed sugars or meat curing agents or preservatives. They really, truly believe in nutrient-dense meals that are just whole food nutrition. And I've had my clients, or I've made recommendations for my clients for years at Pure Plates. It's pureplatesstl.com, or you can call them to ask questions at 636-778-3555. Again, remembering that they have a location in Chesterfield as well as in Kirkwood that you can just run by and pick up a meal today. Everyone always asks me where I get my meat from, and given that I really eat meat on a daily basis, typically beef primarily, my meat is very important to me. I have an autoimmune condition and I want grain-free, corn-free meat, and I just haven't found the confidence in stores in knowing that I'm getting 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef. And I have searched and searched and searched for the right farm, and I have found the farm. It's fedfromthefarm.com, fed, F-E-D, from thefarm.com. These farmers are amazing. It's a family. They're here in Missouri, and they have the desire, just like I do, to see people well and to see people healthy, and they put a lot into what they do. It's such a wonderful family to support. They do offer 100% grass-finished, grass-fed, meaning that's it. A beef, and I get my ribeyes, I get my ground beef, my ground sirloin, I get my chuck roast. I mean, they basically have everything. They even have awesome jerky, but they also have eggs, they have chickens, and they have turkey. I'm planning on getting a turkey for Thanksgiving, and if you'd like lamb, they have that as well. But if you are in need of good quality grass-fed, grass-finished beef, or quality eggs, chicken, turkey, don't just settle for what you're getting at the local store. to go out on the internet and check out Fed from the Farm. That you can arrange a pickup or you can have it delivered to your home. And I can guarantee you're going to taste the difference. For me, my health actually depends on it. So I really thank God to have found such a great farmer. Fedfromthefarm.com. I hope it blesses you.
Welcome to Faith, Fuel, and Fitness, the Integrity Way, with your hosts, John and Debbie Morris from Integrity Training Systems.
Hey everybody, Happy New Year. It's Debbie Morris here in the studio. I am unfortunately today in the studio without my husband, missing him for sure, but I am here and I am so excited to get a message across to you guys because it's that time of year where in the fitness industry, or I should say in the health industry, you're going to have the opportunity to start to change lives because people's minds are going to be on your business basically. So all throughout the summer and all throughout the holidays, you're kind of making people get into the gym because they have vacations and they are going to the pool and then they have family gatherings. They have all these reasons why they really don't have the time to get into the gym. But in January and February and a little bit of March, we have this small opportunity where we can grab a hold of this bank of people and we can legitimately, truly start to impact their life from a health perspective. And I've been in the fitness industry for almost 25 years now. And this time of year is that time where you can see those new people come into the gym, and some of those people, you watch them stay and transform, and then their families transform. And it all started with one decision to wake up and do life differently. They're used to getting up and maybe just snoozing the alarm a couple times and not getting any exercise in that day. Or maybe they're used to just running through a drive-through for breakfast and not paying any attention to what they're having and not really caring if it's clean. And then they just came off the holidays and they have all of this sugar built up in their system. And so they really don't have any habits set up for health. And then they see a commercial or they see a friend maybe that's on a plan or has decided to start something and say, okay, today's the day. I'm making the decision. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get healthier. I'm going to lower my blood pressure. I'm going to lower my cholesterol. And then they make a decision. They are going to walk inside of a gym. And what I always pray is that moment when someone decides that they want to work with Integrity Training Systems, that when they walk in that gym or when they email us or when they call us, that they are blessed in doing that they feel comfort, that they feel peace, that they feel a sense of community, and that they're just surrounded by people who care about them and who are truly going to guide them down the path of wellness. Not just a quick fix, let's get you some weight off, let's get you bikini ready. Nothing like that. Truly teaching people what it takes to live a healthy lifestyle for a lifetime and how that can then transfer on to others, including their own family, their friends, their neighbors, their work counterparts. Health is a contagious ministry. And when you start to become on fire for the way you feel, everyone around you is impacted by that. And you just don't realize the impact that can have. So I want to start the year, and we kind of retitled our weekly podcast, and we do weekly podcasts. We retitled it to the Warrior podcast for this year. The word warrior to me stands out because I have gone through many battles, many battles in my lifetime, many health battles, but also I've really had to fight the good fight to be able to continue to do what I feel like God has called me to do. It has never been an easy road. And so I have always taken the way of the warrior, and I have always believed that God has equipped me to be mighty in all things that I do. And so when you look up the definition of the word warrior, and I am saying warrior like a fighter, not worrier like someone who worries, the definition says that it's a brave or experienced soldier or fighter. And so I basically basically decided to print that. And I've posted on Facebook, I've posted on Instagram. I want people to be able to have this definition. I want that to be on a shirt. I want it to be on a cup. I want it to be on a bag. I want someone to carry it around with them. I want folks to put that definition on the refrigerator to remind themselves of why they are not going to make poor decisions with their food and why they focus on their health so strongly. I want someone to wake up and have it on the mirror in their bathroom, so when they first wake up in the morning and they start thinking negative thoughts, they decide, no, I am a warrior. I am brave. I am a fighter. I will fight through this day stronger, and I will mentally equip myself to be able to battle anything that the day brings me. And of course, I will give God all the glory for that. So I really want the word warrior to resonate with you. I want it to plant a seed in you, and I want that seed to be powerful and mighty. I want it to tell you that you are equipped. You have exactly what you need to get through this next year. And it's not about a resolution. It's not about goals. It's about God. He is an ever-present help in trouble. He has equipped you with all that you need, but what it takes is for us to actually have the faith that is strong enough to truly rely on Him for every step that we take, one foot in front of the other. So we wake up and we're concerned about finances. We wake up and we're concerned about health issues. We're concerned about our job. We're concerned about relationship issues. We've got to find a formula to where we get in the ring and we battle it, and we battle it hard, and we battle it strong. The way that I do that is through mental conditioning. I think about all the different types of conditioning that I take my athletes through, all of the different types of conditioning that I take all of my clients through, or that I expect a lot of my clients to go through in order to have a good, balanced health. And one of those forms of conditioning that I expect them to go through and that I try to coach them through is mental strength training and strengthening that mind muscle. The way of a warrior, a true warrior, and given that my husband is part Viking, I have watched plenty of warrior movies, Braveheart being my favorite. But the way of a true warrior is so much mind strong. I mean, they have to be mentally strong. Of course, they're going to be physically strong. Nowadays, there's a lot of ammunition that's involved, so they have to be technically strong. But at the end of the day, their mind can actually talk them out of a battle, being able to fight a battle and win a battle. And yet their mind can actually equip them to be able to win a battle. We will be faced with battles every single day. If we're seeking the easy road, if we're seeking the road that's free of trial or that's free of any sort of tribulation, we will come up empty every time because our life will never be that way. In a certain podcast that I was listening to the other day, John Hagee said, if you're looking for the end of spiritual warfare, when will spiritual warfare end? He said, when you die. And he said it really powerfully too. Like, when you die, like really anointed. And it was like, gosh, that's so for real though. And so there's some amazing things that happen in life, but a lot of times we have to be able to get through the difficulty, and we have to be able to see the silver lining, and we have to be able to see the blessing in every circumstance. Otherwise, those heavy weighted situations will actually sink us. They'll tank us, and they'll keep us from ever really being able to be all that God's called us to be. This mental game, the reason why this is the first segment today, the reason why the warrior and the discussion about the warrior will always be the first segment is because it's what keeps people from really truly achieving that optimal health that they are desiring so much. It's what they pray for. They pray for healing. They pray to lose weight. They pray to have a clearer mind and to be less depressed and less anxious and to be more focused. They pray to have the ability to do their job better and to be better in their relationships. Well, this is that equipping that you need. Part of this starts discipline. It starts with having the discipline to set your mind on the right track every single day. When I wake up, I have a choice. I can go the direction of defeat, or I can go the direction of success. I can go the direction of I'm more than a conqueror. I can go the direction of I'm an overcomer. I can do all things through Christ. It's enough. The word is enough to actually get you through every aspect of your day. If you are struggling to really be able to pull that trigger and to get your mind on the right track, my first suggestion for you is get in the Word, get equipped with the right information. And if you're struggling to really get yourself on a healthy path, get with someone who can help you. We offer a 6-month nutrition program at Integrity where we tell you exactly what to eat, where to buy it from, how to order when you eat out, what to do when you travel, exactly what supplements and different vitamins you should be taking. For more information on that, please take a look at us at integritytrainingsystems.com. Or if you would like to schedule a physical health assessment with any of our personal trainers, we would like to do that with you absolutely free. Just give us a call at 636-299-2208. And don't forget, if you're looking for healthy, nutrient-dense, gluten-free, dairy-free baked goods, take a look at us at sophiesbakery.com. Everybody, so good to be back. This is Debbie Morris with Integrity Training Systems. Listen, I finished our last segment talking to you about Sophie's Protein Bakery, and I really just want to mention this to you because it's an amazing opportunity to still be able to have a treat, but have a healthy treat. I own a healthy bakery, and it's called Sophie's Bakery, and if you go to sophiesbakery.com, we just require that you place an order for these healthy treats by Sunday at the end of the day. We do all of our baking on Mondays, and then we deliver on Tuesdays, or we have a pickup location at our Integrity Training Systems location. You can pick them up on Tuesdays or any day thereafter. We sell gluten-free, dairy-free, nutrient-dense treats. We sell cookies, chocolate chip cookies. We sell pumpkin chocolate chip muffins. We sell chocolate muffins. All are made with almond flour, coconut oil, protein powder, and they're very dense and they will stick with you. I mean, you can have one of them and they can honestly act as a meal replacement. We do a muffin for my daughter every morning. We do a little chocolate chip cookie, a little half of a chocolate chip cookie in her lunch every day. It's just a great option for your kids, for your family, for you, and it is a great way to start the new year because it's going to take you out of having all of these bad and toxic ingredients, all of this sugar, which is obviously changing the way you feel, and putting you into something that it's like that next step. It's that next phase. You can go into something that still feels like you're having a treat, but it doesn't have all those toxic ingredients. So if you're looking for a good, healthy treat, take a look at us at sophiesbakery.com. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about goals. And in the beginning, this may sound like I'm coming across a little bit negative when it comes to goals, but I just want to give you a perspective that maybe someone else has not ever given you before. And this is just a perspective from someone who has coached people and someone who has worked with people one-on-one and listened to their battles and listened to their struggles and why they fall for over 20 years now. I feel like goal hopping is really, it just doesn't suit people. It really never equips people for a lifestyle change. A lot of times people will come to me and say, I just need a goal. If I just have a goal, I know I'll get this thing done. So I'm going to run a marathon. I'm going to set myself up for a 5K. I'm going to sign myself up for the Biggest Loser contest at work. I'm going to do a bodybuilding show. In fact, I have several people that will tell me I'm going to do a bodybuilding show because they want to lose weight. They'll want to do a bodybuilding show. They want to lose weight. They want to stay committed to their food. They want to stay focused. So they're going to do a bodybuilding show. It is okay to have goals. It is okay to have the desire to compete. It is okay to have the desire to, participate in an event or to really, find a formula that will trick you into staying committed. Okay. But at the end of the day, this is what I watch happen. When the goal has been accomplished, okay, I want to lose 50 pounds. Great. You lost the 50 pounds. Then what happens? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the bodybuilding show so I can lose the 50 pounds. Great. You lose the weight, you do the bodybuilding show. Then what happens? How do you figure out how to do this and how to make this a lifestyle change? What does it take? The goals are great, but the goal, in my personal opinion, again, just my personal opinion, take this as just a different perspective than what you're used to hearing, is set the goal to be healthy. Set the goal to be strong. Set the goal to be mentally clear. Set the goal to have a balanced mood. Set the goal to fit into your clothing better. Set the goal to fit into your old clothing that doesn't fit anymore. Don't put a number on it. Don't put a percentage on it. Don't put a ratio on it. Don't put such strong, confining walls up around it. Open it up and see the peace in that comes just from opening the perspective, and find joy in the process. I'll have people that'll say, I need to lose this weight, so I'm going to do this bodybuilding show, and they're tortured by it. The process of the bodybuilding show is torture. They cry, they're complaining, they're always unhappy. Find joy in the process of seeking health. Stack your habits. Create a scenario where you say, okay, for the month of January, I'm starting by removing this. I'm starting by adding this. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later. But what I want to say is, make the goal be that you want to be healthy and that you're choosing health over any other alternative. If that involves running a 5K, then great. If that involves running an Ironman, then amazing. If that involves doing a bodybuilding show, fantastic. But enjoy every minute of that training, because the process that's getting you to that is a healthy process. You're not starving. You're not depleted. You're feeling balanced. Your brain is focused and clear. It's energized. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, that feels as good as great health feels. There's nothing that tastes as good as great health feels. Once you get equipped for that great health and you feel that moment where you have that energy, all of the sudden you'll say to yourself, what did I do? How am I feeling this way today? What can I do different? What can I do different tomorrow to make sure that I repeat this? What do I have to eat? What do I have to drink? When do I have to get up? How much exercise do I have to do? Do I need to stretch? What was it that made me feel this way today? And then suddenly you start chasing after feeling great every day. Not a number on the scale, not a percentage of fat, not a measurement of your waist. You start chasing after that overall feeling that you are living your best life that day. And so you're going to have days that you don't, right? So we keep striving for the days that we do. And so instead of chasing after this goal, that goal, this goal, that goal, let's have small goals, but let's have that big, broad goal as health and wellness and focus and peace and calm, but most importantly, joy through the process. There is so much joy that can come from feeling clear-minded and from feeling focused all throughout your day, from not feeling hungry and from feeling sustained. This personally is what I help people do at Integrity Training Systems. I have a 6-month nutrition program. I will coach you through the process. Let's change your lifestyle. Let's get it started this year. For more information on that, please take a look at us at integritytrainingsystems.com. And we have an entire team of personal trainers that would love to work with you for a free personal health assessment, for them to physically assess you. Give us a call at 636-299-2208. And don't forget, for gluten-free, dairy-free baked goods delivered to your doorstep, take a look at us at sophiesbakery.com. So good to be back. Hoping that this information is blessing you. It is, it's just stuff that I'm passionate about, and I pray that you feel that come through, because it isn't a sales pitch. It's something that I know that you can capture. If I can get it through to you, if you can truly find the path to health, it can completely transform your life in all areas. Now, let's say that you have some resolutions. Let's say that you have some short-term goals that you're wanting to accomplish. I love that, and I'm excited for you, and I want that for you. So I just gave you a perspective the entire last segment about how I want you to focus more on a broader perspective of health. But let's talk about those smaller goals. Let's talk about the small steps that it would take to that broader perspective, and how you can stay focused and stay committed beyond March. Remember how I told you in the beginning of the year, as a business owner, basically as a small business owner, January and February and March should basically build our entire year as a business. And the rest of the year, we coast through with those people, and then we have people that stay with us year after year after year. So when I tell you that because in March there's usually like a cliff that people fall off, and they're just not as excited about it anymore. I don't know if spring break is coming, and all of the sudden Easter is here, and then before you know it, they're starting to think about the kids being out of school for the summer and what they're doing for the summer. Maybe things just start to get so much busier, and the mind isn't as focused on health, or maybe you've accomplished some goals, and so your mind just starts to get a little bit focused on other things. In order to stay in line, with that health focus all throughout the year, the first thing that I want you to think about is the word discipline. I love retired Navy SEAL Jocko Willink, Willink. His book, Discipline Equals Freedom, to me is like read the Bible and read Discipline Equals Freedom. That should get you going every day. It reads to me like a devotional. So you can read 2 pages of it and walk away changed. It also reads to me in such a way where you never get tired of it. It never grows old. It's sort of like Proverbs. You can read Proverbs every single day and feel like you gain something new perspective from it, or different parts of the Bible. But it is a fantastic book. So to remain disciplined, because he says discipline equals freedom. What does that mean? It means we have to start setting up a criteria of how we can be healthy every day. So what is that criteria? Okay, well, when are we going to shop for our food that we are going to prep, that we are going to eat? What is that day? What is the time of the day? Great, let's schedule it. We've got it figured out. This is when we're doing our grocery shopping. Maybe we're even going to order it and have it delivered. Okay, what's the next decision? When are we going to make the food? When are we going to put it in the crock pot? When are we going to roast the vegetables? When are we going to get it all in containers and have it ready for the week? Don't think it has to be on Sunday. Don't think it has to be on Saturday. It can be on Tuesday night. It can be on Wednesday night. There's lots of ways that you can break these things up in order to be able to stay successful. Let's get it scheduled, though. What day are we doing this? How can we be consistent about it? You're not going to bake anything. You're not going to roast anything. You're not going to do anything because you don't have the time. You don't want to make the time. Great. When are you going to order the Pure Plates? And I truly believe in a place like Pure Plates. It's healthy. It's a great way for you to get a balanced meal with you not having to prepare anything. When are you going to order the Pure Plates? When are you going to go to a place like the Smokehouse and get their pre-prepared vegetables and their grilled chicken breast and make your own meals? There are so many different ways that you can get food that's already pre-prepared if you truly do not want to take the time. An example is Pure Plates, pureplatesstl.com. They already make the meals. The Smokehouse down in Chesterfield, they make grilled chicken breasts and they make tons of roasted vegetables. Dierbergs, you can get a rotisserie chicken. You can get pulled chicken, grilled chicken already made. You can get roasted vegetables. You can get steam in the bag vegetables and bring a bottle of olive oil to work with you. Bandanas sells their smoked meats by the pound. You could get turkey. You could get chicken pulled, you could get brisket, any of those. Even their chicken wings are smoked if you're maybe doing a keto diet or something like that. They don't even put sauce on that. So there's a way that you get all your meat for the week pre-prepared. Okay, so we have to create a pattern of discipline of when you are going to have that food made or when you're going to have that food bought. Okay, now what's next? What are you going to eat and when are you going to eat it? Do not go to bed before thinking about and knowing what you're eating the next day. It would be fantastic if you knew what you were eating for the entire week. I would like that even better for you. However, if you don't have that, then let's figure out what you are eating tomorrow. All right, what are you going to have to do? Are you going to have to drive through Panera and get some scrambled eggs in a fruit cup? Great. Are you going to have to run over to Quick Trip and get some raw almonds or raw cashews? Fantastic. Are you going to have Red Robin deliver you a lettuce-wrapped hamburger and some steamed broccoli? No problem. You have that bottle of olive oil back in the break room. You can put that on your broccoli. Eat some more of those nuts that you picked up from Quick Trip, and then on your way home, call in from Dierbergs a rotisserie chicken and 2 bags of steam in the bag vegetables and have deliver it to you. That's your day tomorrow. You have no time to do anything. I just made a way for you to have a very good, healthy day's worth of eating, and you don't have to lift a finger on any of those meals. Well, I'm working off of a budget, Debbie. I can't eat that way. Great. Then we have to figure out how we can get inexpensive food made for you. Let's put chicken breasts in the crock pot on Sunday before you leave for church. When you get home, let's shred it. And let's have the chicken breast with your own steamed broccoli or your own steamed green beans. If you have to eat the green beans out of a can, the low sodium green beans, then that's what you have to do if that's all that you can from an affordability standpoint. But there's aluminum that can be leached into those, so I would suggest doing the frozen green beans. You can go to places like Aldi, you can go to places like Costco, and you can save tons of money, getting frozen, more fresh versions and not having to get canned vegetables. So there's lots of different options, but the key is the discipline in knowing what you plan to eat tomorrow. Don't go to bed tonight not knowing what is going to be tomorrow's plan. You will fail every time. Now, for those resolutions, and I kind of talked about this in last segment, let's stack the habits. Okay, let's look at January and say, let's write this down. Let's say the first week of January, I am not consuming sugar. None. Zero sugar, cane sugar, corn syrup, dextrose, maltodextrin, no form of sugar will come into my body. The second week of January, I'm cutting out bread. I'm not consuming bread. The third week of January, I'm removing cheese. The fourth week of January, I'm removing alcohol. Do that for a month. the entire month of February and tell me how different you feel. I'm not even putting you on a diet. I'm just asking you to remove those items. Now, being able to be with someone that can help you to remove those items only helping you to really balance your nutrients so that you stay stable throughout the day with those things being removed is very important. What I mean by that is when I look at your breakfast, I don't want to see you just eating the fruit cup or see you just eating a banana. That's just carbs. We need a quality fat source. We need a quality protein source. When you have eggs with that fruit, you get fat through the yolk and you get protein. And that slows down the absorption of the sugar in the fruit, which the fruit is building energy for your brain. It's building your blood sugar, but those eggs are really helping to sustain you. When we grab almonds as our snack, that's a quality fat source. That fat source will push you through until lunch, bridging the gap. Try not to go more than 3 to 4 hours before you decide to eat. If you start going 5 and 6 hours, it's going to be too long and you're going to be starving after dinner. If you don't have time to cook a breakfast or to make a breakfast, buy some collagen protein powder, put it in your coffee and grab a piece of fruit and have a handful of nuts. That's an easy, convenient way to start your day. You could also put that collagen protein powder in a blender with your coffee, with some coconut milk and a little bit of coconut oil and blend it all up and get out the door. And then the only thing you need to grab is a small piece of fruit, maybe an apple that's the size of a baseball, and get out the door and you will feel balanced and sustained. But get that mid-morning snack in, get that mid-afternoon snack in to where you're bridging the gap between breakfast and lunch and between lunch and dinner. What about intermittent fasting? Is it effective? Should you do it? It's fantastic. Fasting is amazing, but just remember, if you put coconut milk in your coffee, if you put collagen in your coffee, if you put calories in your coffee, you are no longer fasting. You have broke the fast. I'm not telling you that's a bad thing. I'm just telling you you're not intermittent fasting with those items in your coffee. You need to have coffee with pure stevia, black coffee, or just plain tea in order to get your caffeine in if you want to. If you tend to have a more sluggish set of adrenals, you want to be cautious with fasting in the beginning because sometimes it's too soon to fast. It can actually make those adrenals more sluggish and kind of cause more of a cortisol response in the body. So be cautious. I typically start people out with a breakfast. I usually ask them to fast until 9 o'clock and then have lunch at noon, have a snack at 3 o'clock, and then have dinner at 6. It's a great way to get a little bit of an extended fast by waiting until 9 o'clock, but not pushing the fast too strong, too hard in the beginning, where it may actually affect you negatively. Intermittent fasting in the long run can be highly effective, but I think it's important for a person to get their body into a fat adapted state first, which means the body is more likely to try to run and use body fat or fat as the main energy source versus insulin. If the body is chronically looking for that next carbohydrate to put in that insulin furnace, it is going to make it very difficult for you to fast because you're always going to be seeking that next carbohydrate source to be able to get you into that next 3 hours. So be very cautious with that. Now, there's a way to sustain yourself. There's a way to stay balanced. A standard anti-inflammatory diet is a Mediterranean-based diet. It is a wonderful way to approach lowering inflammation in your body. Being able to control your blood sugar, keeping it from spiking and keeping it from plummeting is your number one way of controlling inflammation in the body and keeping your body from swelling on the regular. This is what I do with my 6-month nutrition program. I tell you exactly exactly what to eat. We write it down. You walk away knowing exactly what those next steps need to be. For more information on getting signed up for that 6-month nutrition program, please take a look at us at integritytrainingsystems.com. For a free personal fitness assessment with any of our personal trainers, please take a look at us at integritytrainingsystems.com or give us a call at 636-299-2208. And for gluten-free, nutrient-dense, dairy-free baked goods delivered to your doorstep, please take a look at us at sophiesbakery.com. Hey everybody, so good to be back. It's our last segment, and this show today is all about making you feel encouraged to be healthy, not to shun you or make you feel bad because you ate terrible in December and now you have some weight to lose. I want to encourage you that that's behind you and that something so amazing is in front of you. I want to bring light into a dark moment for you. I want to show you that one meal today could change the whole trajectory of your health. One decision to eat a healthy meal today could put you in a position to where you start stepping into the next healthy meal and then the next healthy meal. And before you know it, you will be on a path. Just the same way as one decision to kind of have a little bit of this or a little bit of that can sink you. Some great meals, quality meals, nutrient-dense meals, meals that are balanced the way I explained last segment, they can equip you to feel amazing. Pray that I have given you the desire to wake up tomorrow and eat strong. Be strong. Have that warrior mentality when it comes to your food. Don't continue to confess that you're a sugar addict. Don't continue to confess that you're a carb addict. No, you're not. You're redeemed. You do not need to own that anymore. Confess that you're healthy. Confess that you're an overcomer, and confess that you are strong, that you are a warrior, and that you're battling to get your health back and to keep your health and to maintain your health for a lifetime. I had a client that came to me the other day and she said, you know, something really hit me, Deb. She gained some weight back, and you know, I'm in it with her. I'm trying to help her get it back off again. But she said, you know, Deb, I saw you training someone the other day in the gym, and I know you've been training her for about 8 years now. And I looked at her and I thought, she never stops. Like, her goal has never been achieved. Her clock has not ended. You know, it's never ending. The achieving health and trying to master your health is something that you're going to do every day for the rest of your life. It's not a 30-day process. It's not a 90-day process. It's an everyday process if you want to feel great. If you want to feel amazing when you're 90, you're going to have to figure out how to be healthy when you're 40. You have got to equip yourself, and you need to equip your kids with health now, because what you're feeding them now is opening the door to the immune system that they are going to have as adults. And we need to equip them to have a great, healthy lifestyle. Now, I haven't spoke much about physical exercise, and obviously I own a gym, so I believe in it. We offer a free personal health assessment. We often call it a fitness assessment. And what we do is we truly assess and identify anyone's imbalances that they have. And what I mean by imbalances is that you may be super tight in your hamstrings, but you might be super weak in your glutes, in your rear end. You may be super forward shoulder posture, and that's causing you to strain your low back. It's causing you to have a weak stomach, a weak core. You know, we really look and see what is off on you, where your postural deviations are, and we really build a program around that. We identify those weaknesses and we figure out what is it going to take to lengthen you and what is it going to take to strengthen you, and that's what we do during our assessment. We will teach you to foam roll. We will teach you to stretch. We will teach you to do mobility exercises. All of this equips you for then what you're going to do in the gym. If we don't do that and we don't teach you that, number one, we have no idea how to train you because we have no idea how your body's set up. We legitimately have no idea how to train you. Okay, so that's the number one thing. Number two, you could be doing movements that on your own that truly make no sense and that are furthering the imbalances and are the cause of your back pain, of your neck pain, of your knee pain, of your ankle pain, or of your hip pain. You know, we can help you with this. This is what we do. You really want to make sure that flexibility is a part of your daily routine. One easy way for me, I have 4 dogs, and the minute I step out of bed, the day starts. I don't care what time it is, the day is starting. If I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom at 3 o'clock in the morning, my poor one dog is 13 years old. She walks so slowly in there with me because she's so committed to me. She thinks the day's starting. I'm so thankful my day doesn't start at 3:30. I would wear her out if it did. Now, as soon as food would come into play, she'd wake up, no problem. But at the end of the day, I don't have a lot of time to set apart or aside for stretching. So I use the time that I have. When I'm laying in bed in the morning, I do 5 yoga moves. And I do deep breathing techniques while I'm doing those yoga moves. I mean, it's fantastic. I just get my hips opened up. I get my hamstrings opened up. My psoas is opened up. I get my shoulders and my chest opened up. Literally all lying in bed. It takes me 10 minutes. And I do deep breathing, which calms my nervous system. I start the day so much better. I do so much better when I do this, and I try to do this every single day. Then I get up, I get on my treadmill, and I get 20 minutes of walking in. I start my day with walking. Even when I'm in Florida, I walk out the door every morning and I take a walk. You know, I just get my lymphatic system moving. Of course, I do other exercise throughout the week, but at the end of the day, I start my day making flexibility a priority. If you're getting headaches, if you get pressure behind the eyes, if you have a lot of sinus issues, if you have acid reflux, if you have constipation, all of these are signs and signals that you have an imbalance. You have a physical imbalance and you need to start focusing on your flexibility. This past year, I started having an extraordinary amount of lower belly swelling. And it really concerned me. I genuinely had a lot of medical testing done trying to identify what was wrong. One of the biggest things that has impacted it so far was releasing my psoas and keeping my hip flexors open every single day because I sit all day long for a living. And I didn't realize how much of an impact that was playing. My inguinal nodes were so loaded, my lymph nodes basically in the front of your waist. All of that is lymph nodes, and you don't realize that when you're sitting, you're breaking those lymph nodes' ability to actually drain properly. So all that fluid was pooling in the lower part of my belly. Now, there was still some issues that were going on. There was some inflammation that was going on, but the fact that all that water was on top of the inflammation, it was significant. But I can't even believe the amount of overall full body swelling that has released. And I'm talking probably a pant size worth just from doing the stretching. And then probably 8 pounds worth of fluid has come off of me just from doing the stretching. And that's full body. People don't realize how acidic their body is because they're not putting a focus on flexibility and mobility. There are simple techniques that you can apply to your everyday to get your lymphatic system transferring properly and releasing toxins from your body successfully. We all need that. We all need to be using the restroom at least once a day, every day, to get rid of those toxins. If you are forward shoulder posture and your hips are tight, you're you're basically suffocating those intestines. They can't move. Everything's just too tight for you. That's what we do with that physical assessment at Integrity. We find out where those imbalances are, and then we get you started on those exercises. I went through a session with one of our trainers, and they taught me the 5 exercises that I do in bed. And I'm a trainer. I mean, I do this for a living, and I hired a trainer to teach me because I needed someone to look at me and investigate me, and she saw things that I didn't see. I'm just kneeling down and stretching my hip flexor thinking that's going to be enough, but it wasn't enough. You guys need to get with someone that can really equip you to know what to do so that you can feel great with the exercise. Flexibility has to be a priority. Let us help you with that. Give us a call for that personal health assessment. We will physically work with you. There is absolutely no charge. We will teach you those exercises. The number is 636-299-2208. For more information on a 6-month nutrition program with myself at Integrity Training Systems, this is for you here locally and also for virtual clients all over the United States that I work with. We will get you on the track of wellness and find a way and a formula for that broad perspective of health to become your goal this year. For more information, take a look at integritytrainingsystems.com. I would love so much to be able to help you. If you have an interest in gluten-free, nutrient-dense, healthy, dairy-free baked goods, you can take a look at us at sophiesbakery.com. So happy to be with you guys today. God bless you, and start the year strong. Start the year like the warrior that God made you to be.